Welcome to Creative Chess channel, and today I'm going to tell you some words about Title Tuesday, which happened 3 days ago. It was a remarkable tournament for me because first I managed to outplay the 7 times Finnish chess champion, and also even more remarkable event that I faced Harika Dranavali. Elegance Rix is her nick on chess. I was so happy, guys, when I saw this. I couldn't believe my eyes. And today I'm going to show you how the game went on. Of course, it was very difficult for me, but I was very happy that she became my opponent. So she played e6, French defense, and here I always play my favorite wing gambit. First of all, it helps me to avoid the theory. Besides, I like it very much. I think it's one of the best gambits in the world. So a3, and she doesn't accept this pawn. I would have taken with the knight, but she plays a quite annoying move for d4 because now I can't play d4, and that's why this pawn just prevents me from developing my pieces nicely. So, but anyway, she's not the first lady or the first chess player who plays like that with me. That's why I was ready, of course. And when people play d4 with me, I always play bishop to d3. The idea is that I want to play c3. If she captures, I capture. My bishop would be protected. And actually, that was my idea, to sacrifice a pawn for a better development. That's why everything would be fine. So c3, she didn't take, and castle. She goes knight to e7, and here rook e1, because in some variations she will go in to attack the pawn. That's why I protected. Actually, in this gambit, rook should stand on e1. I always put it here. That's why everything goes according to the plan. h6 is not the best choice here. I played knight to a3, and she took. Actually, I was happy that she took, because now the file is open. I can put my queen, for example, to e2, put my rook here, and I think for a pawn it's a super cool position. Okay, she castled, she's not afraid, and I go queen to e2. My idea is to checkmate her, and if she goes, for example, like that with her knight, sometimes I can even play g4 and again queen to e4. Um, but I didn't expect her next move. Actually, I don't remember that anybody played like that with me. It's move knight to g6. Actually, I could have taken this, of course, but computer shows that it's not the best continuation. First of all, I'm losing my super cool bishop. Yes, she has this pawn structure, but maybe it's not that bad because now she has a f file open, and I think without my bishop, my attack would be less strong. That's why I decided, after thinking, yes, because we all know that double pawns can be very bad pawns, but as I told you in my previous video, that they might be not only weaknesses but strength. And here I think it's more strength than weakness. That's why I decided not to take the knight. I just played knight to c4, and she played a6. Now I should have played according to computer bishop to e3, trying to exchange the bishops, and after, for example, bishop trades, I would have a 4 post here, maybe, but after, let us say, rook d1, something like that. Mm, yeah, so just eliminating bishops, I think it's one of the ideas which I can make. For example, she goes b5, and I can play knight to d6 even right now. Because if she takes, for example, I just take, let us say take, knight c6, and you see that it's just impossible because of the pin to play like that. That's why it was one of the ideas. But again, to tell you the truth, I prefer leaving bishops on board because in some cases I can sacrifice something here. Of course, not right now, but maybe in several moves there would be such an opportunity. And I always feel pity in Wing Gambit when I exchange something because less pieces, attack is less strong. That's why I decided to play. Actually, I played a bad move, but Harika also played badly. That's why it was equalized. I played knight to d6. The idea is that if she takes, there is this wonderful combination, a small combination. Actually, a lot of people, I have 100s of this game with the spin. Believe me or not, every 5 games somebody just forgets about this. Of course, I didn't expect that Harika would just miss that. Of course, no, she is a grandmaster, very good player. Of course, she wouldn't miss that. But my idea was even if she takes, for example, and if she can't take my pawn, it means that I have very good position. I have this dark square bishop, first of all. Then I can protect my pawn actually with a bishop, for example. Black doesn't have enough space to develop its pieces. That's actually what I wanted to be. That's why I play this move, but Harika actually, as well as me, didn't notice that this was a bad move, not because she's winning a pawn or something. She just could take this pawn, and her position became much better than mine. It's already +2 in Black's favor. For example, if I take, she might have taken, and now, for example, if I play here, she'll just capture my knight. Actually, she's already 2 pawns up, and now it's just visible that I don't have any attack, and actually, soon she will attack me, and her position is much better. But instead of all these variations, she just took. Yeah, she took my knight. Maybe I think so. First she took, and then she noticed bishop to a3. That's why, because of course it's very unpleasant to have this pawn. She plays bishop to d7 and g3. Actually, here the best for move for white would be to play c4. I want her to support my pawn, to leave these 2 pawns somewhere protected, yes, and of course you see for black it's very difficult to develop. Okay, let's imagine that black decides that to prevent this c5 idea. Then in this case we may just attack. Yeah, it's protected, but we're just looking at this pawn. So what to do for black? Actually, it's a question. If to put the rook here, I'm just going to take the pawn with the rook. So let us say she goes here, but in this case, already, let us say rook b1 is possible. Actually, we can even take, I think, this. Yes, so let's have a look. Yeah. No, so here we can't take, guys, yes, because in this case, you see she's attacking, yeah, I have just noticed. Yeah, for example, yeah, queen f6 then in this variation, but anyway, so we just play rook to b1, and in this case, you see, anyway, she's losing the pawn, bishop b2, somewhere's also a great possibility for white. That's why b6 is not the way out of all this bad position. So c4 would have been much better move than g3, but g3 is was also my plan because I just wanted to play h4, h5, and to start my attack. She played b5, h4, and now have a look at her pieces. They're all standing at the last rank, the 8th rank. And I played good move, c4. And you see I'm attacking the pawn. I don't know why she didn't play a5. Instead, she played knight to a5, and here I'm already winning the pawn, which might have been very, very dangerous. She played this one. Now it's forced variation, though I feel pity to my bishop, but I have to exchange it. So because my rook is under attack, took, and bishop b6. So it became clear that now I am losing this wonderful pawn, but anyway, so I have some compensation for sure. I am attacking the rook. The rook goes here. Anyway, see, yes, I'm a pawn down, but I have some chances and I try to activate my pieces. And here Harika made a very bad move. She played bishop to a4. Actual computer gives it two question marks. I played here rook to c1, but here is the forcing move, and if I just followed the forcing line, I would be much better. Let's have a look. So what I should have played. So natural move rook a1. So if we are under attack, so we are taking her back. So we are taking the bishop, or the bishop needs to retreat. If to protect the bishop, how to do it? It's a problem. For example, here we can't go because the bishop is standing. With the queen, it's possible, but after several moves like that, it became clear that all the time queen is tied to the bishop, and here even it can be forced draw, for example. Yeah, something like that. So of course it's not good for black to protect everything like that. So that's why after, let us say, this move, again we are attacking the bishop. The bishop should have playing back. Why back? Why not here? Because here you see the fork is coming, and that's why it's impossible to retreat to b3. So that's why the bishop has to come back. No, not here, there. But in this case, we go here. She takes, I take, attacking the rook. She would be forced to play there, and after rook e2 d1, black are in Zugzwang. So because where to move? First of all, with the queen, it's impossible because we just take the knight. Of course, it's impossible with the rook because again we're going to take the knight. If to move with the knight, then so we'll take the rook. If to play with the rook, what the? You understand, yes? So why is that? So what's the move? And to play here, there, it's impossible. Actually, coming rook a7, yes? So we just want to capture the knight. And in this variation, the only good move for black is to play, this move to give the rook, and I would have taken, for example, she would take, and have a look at the position. Here I think it's impossible for white to lose, and it's black who is fighting for equality, and of course white's position is much better, much better. But instead of this forced variation, instead of attacking the bishop and playing knight to c6, I just played a bad move, rook to c1. Anyway, I just exchanged her bishop, yes, but the problem is that, I have some compensation. My bishop is a bit better than her knight. But anyway, you see she's attacking the pawn. I decided to protect like that. And here happened another my mistake. And Harika's actually, she was mistaken. She played e4. You see, it's already was in time trouble. It's title Tuesday. It's 3 minutes plus 1 second increment. Uh, Here I just retreated. Though, of course, I saw that e3 was going on. Why I didn't take the pawn? And actually, this idea didn't even come into my head. So I don't know, guys. It's miraculously because probably Harika also didn't think about this. because it was possible just to take the pawn. Yes, I should have taken the pawn and have no problems equalize the situation. And actually, it's very close to draw's position. Maybe even I'm a bit better because actually her king can be even worse than my king. Because you see the bishop, the rook can go here. Not right now, maybe later. But anyway, so actually, I'd say that the position is equal. So, why I didn't take about this possibility, I don't know. So, for example, if she goes f5, okay, just check, yes, and that's all. Then we go with the queen here. It's impossible to take the rook because she would take me back. So if not to play f5, what to do? Let's say we're going to make some pressure on the bishop, but okay, no problem. And then if she, for example, goes with the king and now is ready for 5, but now okay, it's already, let's see, play like that and exchange everything. Yeah, so you see, guys, it was the stupid mistake actually by both players because she played very badly giving the pawn. I played super idiotic, just retreating here. And then unfortunately after e3, actually my position just fell into pieces. Yeah, and actually I just I was without 2 pawns, and in several moves actually she won the third pawn already. But it was already not very interesting and understandable that black is winning here. That's why it wasn't very interesting. As she took my third pawn and in several moves I resigned. Actually, it was a very interesting game, and it shows that it's very important to analyze your games to find all these mistakes. I hope we will play with Harika a lot more games, and I hope that the result will be different next time. But anyway, I'm very grateful for her for playing, yes, and actually I was the whole Tuesday, yes, when this tournament was over. I was very, very happy telling everybody that I faced the best the female Indian chess player, and I was very proud of that. So, guys, thanks for watching me. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and see you in my next videos. And bye bye.